Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your MC, Mr. Gary Eck.
My name is Gary. Are there any Garys in the audience? You're a Gary. This lady just put her hand up. Yeah, I'll be a Gary. I don't mind. I'll be a Gary for today. Any no Garys? No one's called Gary anymore. You know? Did you know that? It's going extinct. It's official. Gary is going extinct. No one has named their child Gary since 1991. That is so sad, isn't it? And no one ever comes up to me and says, "Oh, Gary. Oh, that's a lovely name. Oh, that's gorgeous. Where's that from?" Now everyone just makes their kids' names up, don't they? They're all nouns. Blade, flint, rock, leaf, sky, river. And the one I hear all the time now, hunter. How many hunters are there? There's like tribes of hunters everywhere, hundreds of them. And the mums, they love calling that name out. You see them at the park, they're like, Hunter. Hunter, darling. That's right, his name's Hunter. We're going now, Hunter. Come along, Hunter. And then Hunter comes running. I just pooed myself. I mean, seriously, if you're going to call your kid Hunter, he better come running with a spear in one hand, dragging a dead caribou in the other. Yes, mother, what is it? I've got gazelle to slaughter. For I am a hunter, mother, as you named me. And then you meet people who who don't question stupid names. Have you met these people? I did a show, right? And this guy comes up to me after the show and he tells me a story, and it's a true story because he's in the story. He goes into Starbucks, orders a coffee. She goes, "What's your name?" And he goes, "It's Mark with a C." So she writes, "Cark." Like, how stupid can you get? Like, doesn't even question it, just very casually. C-A-R-K, there you go, Cark. And then like a minute later comes out with the coffee. Cark. 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 You know, Mark's not answering because his name is Mark, not Cark. And then she's getting angry. Cark. 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 You know, crows are circling. What? Cark. Cark's my name. I didn't order a coffee. I'm a bird. Cark. Cark. I'm actually going to join the pretentious name club. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to change Gary because I'm proud of Gary. There's no Garys left, right? But what I'm going to do is do something no one has ever done before. I'm going to change my name by volume. Yeah, judging by your silence, you think it's a great idea as well. But from now on, you have to whisper my name. Good, try it. Say my name now. That was quite nice, actually. I'm not sure if I'm scared or turned on, to be honest. Maybe I'm getting second thoughts. It's kind of creeping me out. All right, it's time for our next speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I tell you about Pete Mossdale? I have known Pete, since morning tea when we met. I love how people just very casually walk right across the front. Like, you never see that at Phantom of the Opera or The Lion King, do you? Like, people just walking right across the stage. Yeah, g'day, Hakuna Matata to you too, okay. Who's bald? Give us a yell. Okay, and now the men. It's a few. There aren't that many bald people in real estate. I guess it's a kind of a visual thing, isn't it? I can't see many. There's a couple out there, kind of hiding. Oh, this guy, here you go. He goes, you know. I like it. Nod. I love bald people. Never say hello. They just nod. Right. They do this. You know why? Because we don't need to communicate. We communicate by reflecting light off the top. Who's been married the longest, you reckon, in this room? Anyone want to have a stab at it? Oh, you reckon how long you been married? 38 years. Woo, look at that. 39. Here we go. God, look at it. Boom. Camera here, people. 39. Like it's a whole year. Oh, my God. That's impressive. 39. Anyone want to beat that? Oh, hang on. Someone's put up there. What are you going? So you can't even talk. That's how long you've been married for. You're using sign language. 30. No. 50. Seriously? Wow. 50. Guys, what did you... How were you, like, 8 years old when you got married or something? There was only one girl in the town. We thought, well, let's just hook them up now. We'll get them engaged in preschool. 50 years. Oh, that deserves a round of applause as well. I did this cruise ship, right? The Princess Cruise Line. Have you ever been on that? You wouldn't. Have you been on it? It's this one's a really old crowd. I asked him, I said, who's been married the longest? Just yell it out, right? And it started at 42 years, right? That was the opening bid, right? And then it just went up. It just kept going, 45, 47, 51, 58, 63. And then this woman stood up, bingo. And she won. That was the amazing thing. All right, I'm going to introduce our next speaker. Her name is Rebecca Berry. I was chatting to her earlier. She's a mum. She's got 3 kids, all under 10, and she works 3 days a week. And the way she does that is she just doesn't turn up for the other 2. My wife and I, we got married in Sydney, but we had our honeymoon in India, in Rajasthan. And before we went, we saw this advertisement in a wedding magazine that said, "Get married in India, have a monsoon wedding." And we thought, we're going there anyway, let's do it. This will be fun. So we organised to have a Hindu wedding in a tiny little place called Karuli, like population 17 million. It was actually really small, this palace with the Maharaja and Maharini, and they invited the whole village. And if you haven't experienced an Indian wedding, right, they go for days, right? But this was a condensed 3-hour version, right? And traditionally what happens is the groom rides a white horse to the bride's village and picks her up, right? But I didn't have a village to go to, nor apparently did I have a white horse. I'm sitting on a black horse. And I say to the guy who's holding the horse, I say, hey, isn't it meant to be a white horse? I mean, that's what it was in the brochure. And he looks at me, he's very worried, very concerned. He goes over to this other guy. It is okay, because you are white. Yes. Doesn't even make sense, but I'm like, oh no, fair enough, good call, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to have white on white, do you? Clashes. I've been doing a bit of travel recently. I fly a lot. You guys fly much? You know what I hate about flying? Is they make you walk through business class to get to economy. I just hate that. I try not to look at you as you go past. You can be more creative? Cops. If you drive and use your mobile phone, right, it's a $437 fine. You know that? Even if you just pick it up. If they spot you, bang, you're done. I thought to myself, my God, why don't they just sit on the side of the road and call people? How creative is that? I mean, what a money spinner, right? They just sit there, we cruise along. Boo, boo. Oh, hello? Pull over. Red light camera now.